It's Waking Up Together with Key 103. I'm Dina. Carole, you will see this cutie Lucy is a 10-month-old Feist mix. Join us Facebook Live right now. You can see her for yourself. See if it's a good fit for your family. And to tell us all about it, Bethany, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Lucy has a familiar face to us.
She does. If you follow us on social media or track, who's available for adoption, you might have remembered Felicia. So Lucy is Felicia. Unfortunately, she was returned to us yesterday because, she's a young dog. She's only about 10 months old at this point. She has quite the energy level, and it was just too much for her owner to handle. Just their energy levels weren't really matching. So she's back with us so that we can find her a family that's, prepared to do all of that running around and kind of crazy puppy stuff with her. She is much more socialized than when she left. She is definitely very much more confident. She is very cuddly and affectionate, but she's still working on all of those, basic, puppy good manners. She seems to be a little bit nervous about riding in the car, things like that, but walks nicely on the leash, takes treats gently, no sit. So she has a lot of good potential, but just, as we always say, we have to make sure that we're definitely reinforcing those good manners for her.
Do you have any sort of restrictions with other animals, or is she okay with other dogs, with other cats, all that jazz?
So we don't really have a history on her with cats, but she did come in with other animals. Frankie, her brother, is still available for adoption at our facility. So when she was there with us previously, she was in puppy play groups and things like that. She's been fine walking past the other dogs at the shelter since she's been back. So we think she'll be fine with in a multi-dog household. But we do require those meet and greets, and we want to make sure that everybody's doing proper introductions and not just assuming that because they're dog friendly, they're all going to immediately get along in a new home.
So with her age being 10 months old, do you think that she'll get any bigger, or is this about her size?
So I don't think she's going to get a ton, taller or longer. She might grow a little bit, but she probably will fill out more. The general rule of thumb is like a year to grow up, a year to grow out kind of a thing. So she'll definitely fill up a little bit, but she is going to be on a smaller size of medium. But she is, she wants to sit in your lap, so she's a good size for couch cuddling and things like that. So yeah, she's going to be a good fit for someone who can, make sure she's getting that outlet for all of her, young dog energy.
And at 10 months old, you really can do a lot of bonding, a lot of, training up and just kind of hanging out together.
You can do that with any age dog.
True that.
I've definitely done a lot of training with older dogs. Some dogs learn more quickly than others, but you can definitely train and work
so
on
you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes. I hate to say the name that I always say, but Evan was an old dog, and I taught him all of his tricks.
There you
as
go.
An old dog.
There you go.
So yes, you can teach old and young dogs new tricks.
Lucy is a 10-month-old furry friend this morning with Key 103 in Frederick County Animal Control. You can visit fcac.as.me in order to make an appointment to see Lucy and maybe take her home to be your newest member of your family. Key 103. Thanks, Bethany.
Thank you.
You did such a good job, Lucy. Yes, you are. I see Pat and Janice and Christina watching. If you would like to take her home, isn't she so cute? Oh, yeah, good job. Good morning, Janice. Oh, good try. We'll get A for effort.
Want to try again? Ready?
Yes. Okay.
Not your thing, Lucy. That's okay. We'll find something else for you to be good at.
And I'll put in the description is visit fcac.as.me in order for you to make an appointment to see Lucy, Key 103's furry friend.